We are back. Just getting the tables fired up as well. Perfect timing. Hopefully everybody's had a good week. We're going to be battling on 888. Tons of cool things going on lots of different sites right now, but that's where we're going to head over to is 888 Poker. Should be fun and exciting. Going to just hang out and play some of the that was weird. Some of the MTTs over there. So there's two I want to late reg. There's the Voyage and a Mystery Bounty that's in late reg. I'm actually going to jump in right now. There's about half hour left to late reg. About 15 blinds to get in right now. Has a 2K guarantee. Fairly small player pool as well. So we'll jump in that 14 blinds. Good little starting stack in that. And then I'll jump in this 550 Voyage as well. And that'll give us a full lineup. Start pretty deep in that as well. I don't know if they have a table. Ah, they do. Nice. All right, let's get some poker on the go. Since we're already there, let's do this one because I feel like we're going to be put under pressure here right away. Could be fun and exciting if we run up a stack in this one. So we'll do this one first. 10-6 off. Starting with some easy folds. Starting out with some easy folds. Got to get my HUD adjusted here. I do have poker tracker working for this. Ace Timbers, Ace Queen. Welcome to the table. Welcome to the table. Change the title for us. No longer the Sunday Deep Stack. This is actually the 880. Early Mystery Bounty. I kind of want to shove this one. I don't. It's 14 blinds. I don't want to. How far are we off here? Yeah. We'll shove. See if we can spin it up here. I told you it was. We're going to be quick and dirty here. Might just win the blinds. We do. Still getting settled in here. Just over 15 blinds now in this. Get our title fixed up here. Perfect. Alright, I gotta fix my chair situation. There we go. Been having some trouble with my chair here lately. Big bounties on this $11 PKO. Glad I started this right off the rip. Let's go to that one actually. Still acting a little bit slow on some of my tables just because I'm getting settled into everything here. There's the PKO. He does not want to fold this one in I'm in the 220. He's getting sticky with something, probably a jack. Oh, a 2, really? Okay. Alright, I'll resize this one. Got a gutter there, backdoor flush draw. Not a good backdoor flush draw. Starting a little earlier this morning. The tournaments here on 888, they run a little bit earlier. 550 Voyage. Didn't start that long ago. A spot here in the Voyage already. Kinda wanna. Not gonna. Check this one out. All in from under the gun. I don't know. I think we're gonna let it go. I think we have better hands that we can call with. This is a good hand. Be nice to get a strong start in this. Definitely close with threes there. Definitely got to consider the options. All in here. Ace King versus Ace King. Chop it up. I hear a sad baby in the other room. Chop it up. Not ideal. Would have loved to see an ace queen there. Couple little set mines at some other tables. One of them I thought about getting aggressive with pre-flop actually. A bunch of limpers, and then we got a raise, and we had sixes. We're on the button. Actually strongly considered repopping it there. We're 120 blinds deep. I also don't hate a call either, because we're getting decent prices to flop a set, and if we get other players to call behind and we flop a big hand, we can get paid. So there's definitely a couple of considerations there for sure. Just depends on how aggressive we choose to be, I suppose. 120, I like making it. He makes it 4, a bunch of limpers behind. Probably make it like 15, 16 blinds. So yeah, a lot of big series coming down the tubes here. We got WPT has their free rolls on the go. We've got W Coop is right around the corner. So we are working on a lot of different series here coming up. Picked up a little pot in the 220. Early PKO, working away there. Nothing to really report down here. Blinds go up. Still got about 20 minutes left of late reg. Kind of looking to pick up something. 13 blinds. Probably not just making it two big blinds. Probably shoving a decent amount. Mystery bounty. We do want to build stacks here. We got 3 bigger stacks to our left. Ooh. We've seen some kind of crazy shoves and bets here. Blind versus blind in the $11 were shoved on like 100 and some blinds deep. kind of whacked. And then we got 2x potted and 220. Kind of an easy fold there. We had ace queen on pretty much a nothing board. Could potentially c-bet, but those jack high type boards when we're multi-way is just, they're just, I don't know. I think I'm better off checking and folding. Especially versus 2x pot, kind of crazy. Love to see it though. Well, sometimes in poker, people just put you in these decisions, to these decision points where it's just, you know what the result's going to be. I was out of position there, but I had a pretty decent idea of what kind of line he's going to take if he does have something that beats us. I think any under pair to the ace would probably slow down. I'm rambling in my head right now, but saying it aloud as well. But you guys don't know any of the details of it, so it's down to half starting stack in the 220. Our smallest buy-in of the day. Whoa. 2.9 in the pot. We get shoved on for 115 effective in the voyage. Wow. Now a gut shot. I don't think we're calling it off with just a gut shot. It's twice we've seen that in 2 different tournaments as well. So what happened with the other hand? I had ace jack suited, ace high flop. It was a 3-bet pre-flop we called. It's a 3-bet with our ace jack suited, ace high. He bet flop. And then he bet big on the turn. And I just folded on the turn. Because I think if he checks back on the turn, it just makes a lot more sense. Because the flush did come in. There was 3 to a flush out there, not our flush, but he wasn't even concerned about the flush at all, so kind of leans me to believe he had like ace king, ace queen with a diamond. This may be the under pairs. If they have a diamond, they might be incentivized to try and get exactly what we had to fold, but I don't know. That'd be pretty. Have to be pretty knowledgeable about exactly what we're doing. I don't play on this site all the time, so I think there's going to be people who have a ton of reads on us. Ace queen. Here we go. All right. Good start in the mystery bounty. No chop that time. Oh, back to back. Do I just rip this again? Or is that too much? I don't know. It just does not appear that these people are going to fold. So I think we're just going to shove. They do know where the fold button is, okay. Maybe could have went a little smaller there, but I think if one player calls, they both call, and then we're multi-way with ace-queen. So probably the shove is better there anyways. Interesting hand, though. Starting out strong. Only played a few hands in this so far. Jumped into late reg, which I think for mystery bounties should be the standard. Jump in late reg. Closer you can get to those mystery prizes, the better off we'll be. Well, I flopped a set in the 220. Scoop a monster pot. 147 big blinds now in the 220. Pretty quiet in the other two. My other table I have for the stream. Oh, look at that. Just as I switch over to show you guys that we've been fairly quiet here. Find a little raise. We got one less player at the table, so looking good for the Chris Jones hand, as we like to call it. See if we fold the 3 bets here. Kind of interested to see what happens. Mystery Bounty main event. They always tempt us with these late reg situations. 10 seats guaranteed. Oh, damn, that's for the... Oops, my bad. That's for the 109 as well. $100K. Mystery main event. That's about 4.5 hours. No 5, but actually not a bad looking flop. I guess big blind is kind of our biggest concern here. Still going to go for the c-bet though. We can rep the bigger pairs. We can just have the best hand here too a ton. Especially versus now just big blind. Does call. 6 on the turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Question is, can we get something to fold? We're never going to get a 9 to really fold. 6s potentially, but I don't know what 6x he's going to have once he calls flop. Let's check. That's actually not a terrible... Actually, that is pretty terrible. Actually, no, that is pretty terrible. Shit. Definitely worth thinking about turning into a bluff. I just think players are just going to call with ace high here way too often. So I think we're just going to fold. If he just has like an ace high. Some potential 9s as well. Ooh, hello. This is not ace high. Oh, I need to change the title as well. This is the $11. Let's go to 4 here. 200. He's got the big bounty as well. I just don't want to lose him when we have such a good hand. He might just wake up here. We'll kind of induce. I should maybe even went a little smaller just to maybe even induce a raise, but we get called anyways. I want to lower this stack to pot, but unsure as to what he has. Fairly dry board as well, but really just itching to lower this stack to pot ratio. I think I'm actually in a pretty good geometric sizing spot here. I don't even mind going just a hair bigger because we're still in that spot where we can shove river. If we do that, like we'll have, if we size, maybe 17 is a little bit big, because if we go a little bit smaller, I think we can still be all in on the river, but I want to make sure that I'm close to that 3/4 pot or 2/3 pot mark for when we set up for our river shove. Nice little pickup there off the one of the chip leaders. PKO Rumble. Fun times. Let's see if we can get some deep runs today. We've been getting smashed here lately. But I did have a really, really good July between the home games and playing online and the other stuff. So the Voyage actually has the longest structure of the day so far for tournaments that we have registered. I'm also in the 1650. Micro Millions is underway today as well over on Poker Stars. Say tons of series kicking off today. Six-five off into the muck. See what these players are going to do. So yeah, 10:30 we have the 5K 1650. It'll probably be one of our bigger ones of the day. Keeping it small and affordable as always. Deuce is under the gun here and just going in the muck for exactly this reason right here on our left. Big pot building over there in the 880. Ooh, probably should have bet that turn card. I could look him up. Flopping the stones. The King Jack suited. Seems reasonable. I don't think he flopped the nuts. I think he had the second nuts, but had ace-5 drawn pretty thin. Going to 2.5 here with this hand in the $11. Beautiful looking flop here. We're actually covered in this situation versus small blind. I actually don't hate a check here, especially versus small blind, but not versus big blind. Get a free shot at it on the turn. Kind of avoid getting check raised. He's going big here. Versus small blind. In small blind, I don't really hate this. River the nuts. That's also a really good card for them. They should have a fair amount of this board. They should have a fair amount of this board to call this shove. Dang, they did not call the shove. They did not call the shove. With that queen on the river, there's so many hands we can get paid by there. But they see through it. I don't think we're ever not shoving that hand. I don't think there's a different sizing that we can use. I think we're just all in there. We don't really want to leave money on the table either. We want to try and get paid. There should be plenty of hands there that are calling for bounties as well. Considering the size of the bounties, you kind of want to play for them a decent amount. A little tricky when the most obvious flush comes in, but I still think for the way that we played it, we're getting paid there a decent amount. They do find the fold, however. Fun little hand there. Not my, well, ace 6 off is my least favorite hand, and then ace 6 suited is quickly becoming my favorite. Seems like one that I always seem to find the flushes with. Doo-doo. This can be a tempting one, but we're kind of in that awkward stack size where these kind of hands kind of shrink up under the gun in even earlier positions. Let's go back up here, though. It's kind of a borderline one here. 60 blinds, effective-ish, kind of, except for play on our left here. Called by middle position. Just don't really like being out of position here. Uncomfortable situation. Pretty easy for them to have a king or a jack here, or king jack. A6. And then some other better pairs than what we have. Tens. I don't know if tens bets this turn or not, but we'll let it go. It's kind of an interesting spot here. Don't really know what else to do here except for shove. I don't want to let this. We have a good enough hand. I don't want to let this player in for cheap. We can also get a fold here as well. We do. If we keep it clean here, let's go. Some dead money in there as well, which is always a bonus. Back over that 20 big blind mark. Getting close to the end of late reg. See if we get a flurry of late reg before it ends. $87 players left and 47 paid. $200 top bounty. Looking forward to getting to that phase of the tournament. Geez, 0.9 of a big blind you can late reg with. That's crazy. In the satellite. Let's go up here. Fun little hand here to play. $11 bounty. Take it down. No post-flop excitement to be had. And back to that full button. Ba-doop-a-doop. Let's have a peek here. 2 to go. Haven't played much with this player. I'm going to take the safe route. Questionable little decision there for sure. Could be shoving, but I don't know. 20 bigs. We don't have to bust our ass here to try and win this pot. I think we can just fold. Big pot developing here. King, queen. Takes it down on the turn. Whew. There's some money going in that pot. I'm looking forward to this, the scoop grind that we have coming up. Or scoop. Frig me. That was the last one. W coop. Goodness, one of these times I'll get it straight. They do have this Micro Millions series. It started today, actually. But I wanted to give 888 some proper screen time. And when I went through the tournaments today, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, actually. This is pretty good, actually. I'm jamming on this guy because he's an absolute maniac. Okay, he didn't call. That was probably a better result anyways. A couple other tournaments on the side here that I don't have on the stream. 550. Just had ace-king against a guy who is absolutely blasting right now. 73 VPIP with a 37 preflop. 44% 3-bet. Certainly doesn't mind putting money in the pot. Already getting close to first break. It's always hard to believe how fast the breaks come some days. When you're not doing bad, when you're playing bad. Sometimes you're like, come on, I need that break to get that refresh, reset. So far today, we're in pretty good shape. I like the little stack we built here in this. We are out of late reg. 238 up top, but obviously the bounties are going to be our chase. 47 paid, so we've got 30 some to go until, looks like 33 until we get to the bounty portion of it. Would love to pick up some hands and start picking up some chips as well. So fingers crossed, see what we can do. Ooh, okay. 5 deuce getting folded anyhow. See if I can do this and get away with it. Nice. I kind of forgot that this voyage isn't about playing it like a bounty tournament. I probably shouldn't be. I just realized that there's no bounties in this tournament. Shit. Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. I'm playing it like it's a bounty tournament, and there's not bounties in this one. Probably can't hurt, because I have 260 blinds now, so playing it like a bounty maybe the way to go. And just pretend every tournament's a bounty tournament. Mystery bounties. Already? Before the money? That's kind of crazy. Mystery bounties before the money? Okay. I'm good with that. What do we have for stack depths? 17, 17. I'm kind of surprised by this, that they do this before the money bubble. This friggin' mosquito flying around is going to get killed. Sorry, Jason Sue. In your new book, I'm going to use it for a frickin' fly swatter. Ugh. There's a fly that's been buzzing around in here. And I would feel really good about ending its life. Mystery bounty is on. Okay. Cool. I didn't realize that they started this before the money. It's pretty exciting. Looks like we cover 4 of the stacks at our table, which is pretty darn good as well. Only 2 players have us covered, so I like this little situation we have going on here. Kind of a good little table set up right now. Just need some hands, dealer. What's going on? We are on break. We got another bigger stack here. We don't cover the player on the left anymore, but we still cover 3 players. So we're actually in pretty good shape. Still got 1 hand left in the voyage. King 10. Just taking my showdown here. Oh, he flopped a flush. All right. Good start to the day. Appreciate some people popping in and out. And yeah, we'll continue on. Reppin' the Rec Poker, of course. Appreciate everyone. If you want to go over there and check us out, join the Discord. Lots of cool things going on there. I'm going to try and kill this fly. You can see it in the camera, too. Just wait for it to fly by. It won't fly by now. He's shy. There he is. Ah! Nope, wrong side. He was over there. I'm going to, like, get some chopsticks and be like Buddy from Karate Kid. All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, we are back. Battling for this mystery bounty. I did get 2 flies killed. No mystery bounty being drawn on this one. Evens up the stacks a little bit more. Still struggling to find a hand. King Jack, Ace Deuce with the nut flush draw. We will see a mystery bounty get pulled. See what he had. $3. Should I rip it? The answer is yes. Quick fold. A nice can of Coke here. Some more caffeine. Some cold caffeine this time. Well, I think a lot of this is caffeine free now. Not this one. See what we can do here. We shove the 3s. Didn't get called. Probably for the best. Just feel like we don't really want to just check and take a flop there. We can win some dead money. Kind of a big pot developing here. 12 in the pot. Stack to pot is looking dicey. Ace, queen, ace, 5. Chop it up. Looks like the blinds went up. I don't have small blind covered. Do cover big blinds. See what transpires here. Ooh, we would have got there with our 8-3 suited. Our 8-3 suited. We're going to cover one of these players regardless. Been a pretty good board for us actually with the gut shot as well. Keep nursing these blinds long. Haven't seen this player really raise all that much. Haven't played very much with them, but off a short stack. We are not getting very high hand rankings here. We just gotta relax, hang out. This looks like we only have the 2 players now that we cover. More gut shots. Takes a lot of skill to hit those inside straights. That is a skill-oriented task there to hit those. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We're not quite to the money, but I'm surprised to see that 888 actually has mystery bounties before you get to the money. Still kind of working on getting the HUD to where I want it. I should just take the time to customize it at some point because it's can be a bit of a hassle. Just the pre-made one that they have doesn't always fit the best. A lot of big cards out there. UTG was hoping to see another jack. Seen the first jack. We got the dying offsuit to go along with it, unfortunately. go up to here just for a minute. Under the gun open. We've got a short stack for a $5 bounty, so we're going to have to see how this plays out here. They do fold, so that kind of makes it easier for us a little bit, because if they shove, we're going to pile a bunch of money in potentially to players that have us dominated. But we'll have to see. Multi-way here. Multi-way king high. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jeez. Let's cut back to this one. This sucks. I was really kind of excited to play for this bounty, but all we can do now is lose. Jack 10 off. Ooh, the king jack. Would have had us completely destroyed there. No help on the turn to our A7 here, up here. Cut back to this one. Multi-way just not incentivized enough to bluff. And just let them play it out. Definitely some good flops we can hit, but this was not one of them. Ace queen. No 3-bet. Surprised to see that. Gave us a good opportunity to try and suck out, though. Love to see it. Well, 15 minutes, we have the 1650 coming up. Just a regular PKO for that one, so that should be a little more stress-free. I find these Mr. Brownie stressful because you're always trying to get all in for the bounties, so you just got to be prepared to put the stack in to try and see if you can draw. Might work as a fold here. It does. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. He did get the short stack to fold down here, so we cover another player now because of that situation, I believe. Yep. Yeah, just by a little bit. No hands to play yet. Still a 9 deuce. Not looking so good. Gotten a little bit shorter in the $11 bounty. Still working on about 35 bigs. 11 in the mystery bounty. Just don't hate raising this one. This one's kind of funny. It's a great call. It's not a bad raise either, so you can kind of get away with doing both with this hand. Nice little pickup. Get shoved on. We're getting lots of action here now. We get shoved on here in the $8. Just fold the king 9. All we can do is lose here versus the 14 bigs where we only have 11. I'd love to have seen a flop though. I wish we were in later position, because if we were in later position, I mean, we do have these two shorties. We run the risk of running into other hands as well. Interesting, though, with the 10-7 suited there. No guarantee they're going to play either is the thing. $47, so we're 3 from the money, which is only basically one buy-in anyways, I believe. I think it's like an $8 min cash. Dang, we are short now. We are definitely short now. King 8, I mean, even that's debatable as we switch tables. Hopefully we can get better hands. Oh, yeah. Something to get some better hands at this table. Looks like we're covered. Except for 2 players. So we get some new stats. Never played with any of these players before except for FDE. Played about 20 hands with them. Only a few minutes left of registration in the, or hand for hand. Here we go. And only a few minutes left of late reg in the $2.20 bounty tournament that ran as well over on 888. Small stuff per the usual. Let's do 2 big blinds here. Chris Jones be with us. Chris Jones be with us. No shove from the shorty. We are in the money. And short in the $8.80. We get raised. Off this stack depth, that's a big raise. Oh, we would have flopped a set. Oh, we can't fold here. We literally can't fold here. Yeah, let's just do it. Give ourselves a chance here. This is a huge pot. Not a great looking flop. Not a great looking flop. Queen Jack. Do we get to chop here? I still keep some chips, but not very many. 4 big blinds. Oh, God. I just can never fold for that bounty. Opportunity. Does have the best hand. Can I knit this up? I can probably knit this up, but I don't love it. We would have had trips, but we would have had to fade everything here. Wow. It should have been in that. if I was in big blind where I put more chips in, it's probably easier just to be like just to go with it. But where we're in small blind, we do get a little bit of a rebate. Looks like a min bounty. It is. I don't know that one. I'm kind of torn on that one. Too bad we couldn't have won with that queen jack. That would have been sweet. See how far I can knit this up. It's going to be tough. Wow, it just flops the nuts. Coast along here. There's no real need to try and ladder here. Let's see what this one is. Looks like another min bounty. It is another min bounty. Haven't seen any big bounties get pulled at our table yet so far. What do we have? Oh, we're at the end of this level. Ah. Just goes from bad to worse here, chat. Just goes from bad to worse. We'll continue though. We will continue. I should have went with that queen 7, but we won't dwell on it. We won't dwell on it too much. We have a good opportunity to get like 3 or 4 people to call, and then if we win that pot, we're back. We're back, baby. But I want to see what this new level is going to bring. As far as how many chips we have, if we have like 2 big blinds, we are just going to have to go with probably one of the first hands we see. We're not going to have very much time on. I see an ace. I see an ace. This is good enough for us. Cannot fold here. We can't just wait any longer. Unfortunately, we have to go. Ooh, good potential here to potentially get heads up, but I'm concerned about this shove. Oh, we get snapped. Ace king. And we're drawn dead. On the turn. GG's. Oh, he has quads. Oof. That's going to be hard to beat. That's going to be pretty hard to beat. Okay, we actually lost a little money on that one because we didn't pull any bounties. Let's go up to this table. 26 bigs left in this one. And we're about to start the 1650, so see how we get on there. I'll drop that 1650 in. Starts in about 6 minutes. Yeah, the queen 7 was probably our opportunity, but I squandered it. I squandered it. That's all right. Like I said, I think it's we're just praying at that point anyhow. That could be one of my first cashes on 888 actually. Played a decent amount of cash games, but as far as tournaments go, I haven't played too many tournaments on here, so. We had a short stack covered for a time, and then they doubled up in this one. So we're kind of back to cruising along. A little bummed out about the 880 there. I thought we were doing fairly well. I think we did pretty good overall. There is a little PLO mystery bounty as well. 9-7 suited here, definitely worth consideration, especially with this short stack on our left. See how bonkers everyone wants to go for the $5. Beautiful situation here. Oh, we had live cards, which is as good as we can ask for, but that's a frustrating situation there. Our first real shot at a bounty in this tournament so far. Man, live cards there versus ace queen is just so good. So good. So good. So good. The trips. Oh my goody god. Woo. It's rather unfortunate that we missed that bounty and then it disappears the next hand. Bummer, but we battle on. 20 big blinds. See what we can do with this. As we approach the 1650. Only have 13 in the $2.20. Let's pull that up right quick. Like we have a hand over there. We'll wait till some players make their decisions. I'm in the big blind. Over there in the $2.20 buy-in. PKO. Late reg is over as well in that. 32 paid, 78 left. All right, let's cut over to it. Because now we got us a situation. I mean, yeah, we're going with it. Who am I kidding? Be lovely to win this bounty and pick up a big stack. Not going to happen, though. Let's hold versus the ace-10. Oh, man. Womp, womp, womp. All right. Well, that was quick and dirty. We're down to 2 tables. We're about to have 3, which is good. And I think we'll also going to late reg another one as well to fill that gap. I like having 4 tables. So we can slowly fill that void. As we bust, inevitably. Oh, man. Get a little rebate if we fade the 10 there on the river, but no can do, says the deck. 1650 dropping in. 125 big blinds starting stack in that. 750 bounties. Should be a fun little tournament. And early big shot, 1K. 30 minutes ago. 20 players in that. That's actually a really good looking field. Hour and 40 minutes. 100 big blinds. Yeah, let's play it. We're going to play it. That gives us 4 tables once again. Tile these up. 18 left in the PKO. Appreciate everyone for hanging out as we go through. Good luck to everybody if you're out there on the felt battling today. Hopefully we can get some decent run here going. Now let's just stick to the 3x. I'm on the button here. I don't need to go crazy. This is the 1650 first hand. The ace queen. Oh, 816.50. Dang, that's a weird buy-in. Never seen one like that. Ba, 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 ba. Oh shit, I shouldn't have probably done that, but we're gonna gamble, I guess. Oh, okay, that's all I need to do to win the bounties over there. Just just completely kind of donk it off a little bit. I did win with the ace queen, by the way, over here. 1650. I just picked up a $5 bounty. The queen 9. Oh my goodness, what's going on with my typing here today? PKO. I always mess up these titles. I always end up writing them out differently than just to add to the confusion. There we go. 1650 PKO Rumble. It's hard to keep track of. They're all the different sites have different names for all the tournaments. And they're essentially the same thing. It's just with different structures and different. They're not even different buy-ins. They're the same buy-ins. Oh my. All right, settled in once again. Let's see what we can do. Nice to pick up that bounty. Finally in the $11. Steady on. We got some limping going on here. I'm going 4. I could go 4.5, but I'm just going to go with the 4. Go with the 4, see what happens. Sizing up my opponents here. Looks like I played with the player on my left, but like 5 hands. It's just not a crazy amount of information. I think I just like small here. If he has worse ace-x, ideal situation. He has worse ace-x. I like going large on the turn. Ace-10 gets there. We have some 2-pair to worry about, some straights as well. Like pocket 9s and stuff that get there on the river. I don't know. We're not getting the whole stack, I don't think. Wow, that's fairly loose. I don't know what I think about that one. Really tempting to go for river value. Feels like we're right at the top of our range with the ace-king, but the 4-liner to a straight really kind of bound me up there. Plus the 2-pair combos are pretty common as well. IMO, of course. We're rolling off here pretty good in the 1650. See if we can keep it rolling. Keep the momentum going. Also, I host on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the open play and hang over on Rec Poker if you want to come hang out. Talk some poker. Tell me how bad I played on Sunday. I'll be over there this week hosting the open play and hang. We hang out, play the home game. And I usually have something else up on the side, usually a cash game or something like that I'm in. So plenty of fun to be had there. I'd love to see some faces out hanging out on Tuesday. We got to defend here for the one big blind. Check call. Some backdoor spades too. Not good ones, but the 9 will help us out a little bit on the turn. Hopefully he doesn't have our favorite hand. I want to raise now. We lose to the Queen Jacks of the world and the King 10, some pocket 4s. I don't want to charge the flush draws, get value from the worst King X, King Queens. That's not a good river. That is not a good river. I guess the flush draws could have called. Check, check. Oh, you had the same hand. That explains it. I don't know if we can ever realistically call there on the river if he does something really bonkers. I don't even know if we can call on the river with our King 9 there when it runs out like that. And he calls turn raise. Kind of a fun hand. Can't complain about 888 so far, though. Don't mind the like in the lobby, and tables have been running smooth. So operationally, it's 888's been around for a long time too. So they have some pretty reliable software, which is always nice. Only a half hour left of late reg in the $11. We're reasonably short now, but we have a great opportunity here. Let's take a look. I don't think we're ever folding this hand. It's just too good. This is slowly becoming one of my personal favorite hands. I have a lot of favorite hands. Great start. Horrible turn. Beautiful river. Let's go. Get the full array of emotions going on there. Pick up another bounty. Love to see it. The bounties are pretty darn important. Let's go back to the 1650 where we 3-bet pre-flop. I actually don't hate a bigger sizing here. Do let him off the hook. The stack to pot is so hard to navigate. It's like I want to play for bounty, so we gotta try and get more chips in the pot. It's just so standard for us to go with the small sizing that I kind of let him off the hook there a little bit, but that's okay. Early days in the tournament, we want to try and win those early bounties, so I actually don't hate it. I don't hate it. Don't hate it. Don't love it. I do love this, though. I do love this. Oh, boy. I think I'm flatting. I really don't want this bounty to go anywheres. 9-6. Yeah, he has exactly 15, I think. Oh, we both have aces. No bounty, but we pick up a ton of chips. Nice. Nice. Kind of crazy. We both had aces. 100% with the flush. Kind of quiet couple minutes here on the felt. One little hand that I just had in the $11 early big shot. Kind of a curious little spot, but nothing too wild. $10 big blinds versus the limpers. And a limp shove. Curious to see when these hands get rolled over. Nines. There's king, queen. King, queen with a little bit of equity still. No good. Kind of interesting there. Limp shoving the nines. But I guess that player was fairly aggressive. Creeping up on break. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. It's been a good morning so far. We've had a kind of a mix of everything. Managed to cash the $8.80 for a min cash. No mystery bounties, unfortunately. But we seem to be doing okay in this $11. 36 big blinds. Actually just going to lay this one down. Thought about limping, but take it easy. Let's go down here. Fun times in the 1650. Been running pretty good. This player's fairly tight, so I could even anticipate a donk lead here. They don't. Okay. I like my back doors. I don't want to get blown off my equity. Nothing really comes in on the turn. I mean, a 5, a 2, a 4. We have so many good cards we can hit on the turn, which we don't. So I'll let that one go. Good looking starting potential there. Just had no finish. Just had no finish. The suited Robbie Lou. Just had a nice little check raise in the $11 early big shot. It's one that I'm playing off to the side as we battle in the 1650. Had a good little start. Kind of got a little quiet here now that we're getting towards the back end of this hour. but old and steady. Oh man, really slow played me, didn't you? I have a hand in the friggin', I don't think I can call. I just don't know what he has. It's so confusing. I block King 10. Block the nuts. I mean, he just calls me with an ace-x. Just doesn't make sense. Usually when it doesn't make sense, it's usually bullcrap, but there's no real bounties here. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know what ace he's gonna call me with on the bugger. I'll show you this hand. This doesn't make sense. Oh, he did turn an ace. Horrible call. Okay, I shouldn't have showed it. I shouldn't have showed it. Just didn't make sense. It just, I couldn't figure it out. Sometimes you just get a call based on that, and I was wrong that time, but that's okay. Sometimes you're wrong, and that's fine. We live to see another day. I'm gonna shove that ace-5, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Oh, I shouldn't have showed it. Oh God, I should have just folded. So it just doesn't make sense when when shit doesn't make sense. It just, I don't know. You just call me with ace-6 on that frickin' flop, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't, like, I can't get my head wrapped around what frickin'. Do you even have a pair? No, there was no 6 on the board. I was gonna say, I was wondering if he had a 6. Oh, I'm dead in the. Alright, we're out of the 11. Good lord. I just don't know why he would call there with ace-6. This doesn't make sense. I have a reckless call, anyways. A reckless call before break. I gotta have one reckless call. That'll be my one reckless call of the day, and then I'll be done with them. We'll be done with the reckless calls. Good lord. I'm gonna see a flop here to the big blind with our favorite hand. Still my favorite hand to this day. .7, that seems to be worth that. Ooh, okay, we're all in here. We'll stay with the King 10, but this is another big situation here in the $11, the other $11. Still a little bit of late reg in this one. Oh boy, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's even worse. The only way this gets worse is if he folds. Okay, he didn't fold. That's good. Sevens. We need a 7. Badly. Good lord. Well, that could not have gone any worse. Oh, man, that sucks. I was doing pretty good in that, too, but what did I say? No more reckless calls, and we're making. Well, that was a jam, so that wasn't so bad. And we take that one down. The King 10. Could have maybe got a little value from what he had there. Oh, man. Way to blow that up before break. Holy, holy, holy. Well, the sevens did not work out there. Oh man. Do what my daughter Lucy does. That's what she does. That's how I feel about the end of that hour. 2 tournaments left. We're going to play these out. I have 76 blinds in the 550 Voyage, and I also have 82 courtesy of the King 10 before break. Should have found a little value bet there probably. But, yeah. We'll be back in a minute. Not much more to say besides that. Appreciate everyone for being here, by the way. I guess I'll say that. See you guys in a minute. All right. Oh, I don't know why this is the 11. Oh, I got them both on the same table. Okay. That's not a terrible multi-way hand, but not a fan of being in the small blind. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, these are fun, aren't they? 2 live cards. Just not 3-betting enough. If he had a little bit of a wider 3-bet percentage, I'd probably think about calling. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Maybe the tighter they are, the easier it is, but 8 high, no good. 8 high, no good. Put it in the muck. Alright, let's see if we can get refocused here. Get my keyboard a little rub for good luck. I was actually getting some dust off it. Quite dusty around the edges. Some of the keys I don't use. I don't use the number keys very often. Do. I'm always excited for the big series. I know we haven't really been getting very much luck here on the stream, but I always get excited about the big series. Scoop. I got some Micro Millions going on over at PokerStars. Some pretty sweet free rolls coming out today, announced today by WPT. It's a good time to be a poker player. $22K guarantee, 550, 5-handed. That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild there, Stars. Let's have a hankering to play more tournaments. Don't know if anyone would be offended if I played some more tournaments, but might play some more tournaments. Ace 9. Doing okay in this voyage. Still got an hour left of late reg. I'll pull that up on the stream as well because we do have a free slot for it right now. Over on table number 2, $11 PKO Rumble. You've seen us blasted in there at the pocket sevens running into nines and ace eight and all that other stuff. So we're not in that tournament anymore, but I'm still in this 550 voyage. So we'll pull that in. 550 voyage. I've played this tournament a fair amount. Certainly a fun tournament. This is still on the PKO. There's the ace 9 that I was referring to, folded under the gun. 550 voyage. Meanwhile, ace 10 multi-way. We'll start with a check. Some backdoor straights. 1 over. Still, no, I think we're folding. Don't really want to stick my nose in there. The 10 on a turn would have been nice, giving us a little extra piece. So we could put even more money in the pot. Ooh, check, check on the turn. I gave these guys too much credit. No. I think we gave him the appropriate amount. I think when he calls behind, too, I think he has a fair amount of jacks, 5s. He's 5 8s. Ace 5 and pocket 8s. No jacks in sight on that one. I don't think ace 10 performs that well multi-way. Ace 10, one of the... It's funny, I really like king 10. I don't like ace 10. King 10? Yes. Ace 10? No. Ten 8 in the big blind. Looks like we might get the old walk here. We do. Queen 10 with lots of money going in. I know what I'm doing. Straight to the muck. Straight to the muck. So there's a decent amount registering. Oh, the main event. Main event. Starts in 2 hours. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong. Could try and satellite that. There must be satties for that. There's another early big shot. It's a $5 buy-in. Doesn't look too bad. There's not much to the main right now. These 4 on the button versus an open. This Jack 9 is kind of fun. Just a vanilla tournament, so see how we play this one out. Definitely should have jumped in one of those $5 satellites. I'm not sure when we'll see another one fire off here. 220 turbo. Yeah, see, these are all the ones that have run. I'll give him some respect. He's fairly tight to the chest here. Scotty Wynn would not be happy with me. You call, it's all over, baby. That's what I could have said to him. You call, it's all over. Just kind of scrolling through here, seeing what the offerings are for some of the satellites to some of the bigger stuff. It's pretty much just the main event, which starts at 2 o'clock. It's a 109. And it's got a pretty large guarantee. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now. Just seeing what the potentials are. It looks like they've all ran. I'm sure we'll see more as the day goes on. 25 seats in an hour. So we'll keep that on tap. We'll definitely be wanting to late reg that one. Starts in an hour. 25 seats. It's a $22 bind, so it's a little bit heavier. 1650. Alright, we'll just keep an eye out as the afternoon goes on here. Alright, we'll raise this up. Cover a fair amount of people at this table. I'm playing a ton of hands herself. Great flop for them to donk, but they don't. That's a great turn for us to represent, especially where they're checking. So aggressively. Oh, see, that was the other way I was going to think about this, is that when they check so fast like that, that sometimes they're just going to have it. It's just such a good flop for them. I don't understand why you wouldn't just lead out on the flop. The ace is good for us that we can rep it, but once we get repopped, I think we're done. Just weird. Just weird. It's just a great flop to donk bet there. It's big blind. 5, 6, 7. There's no better flop. There's no better flop for big blind. Still some players jumping in on the late reg. 197 in the tournament. Queen 10 in the big blind. Not great looking cards here. I was going to say if he donks this one, then that would be really strange. But a lot of players won't donk. I think there's specific, really specific flops and scenarios that you can donk. Certainly part of my game that I've been working on and experimenting with over the years. I'm going to run a runner 2 pair here, but the front door flush comes in. See what these two have to say about it. Playing our right's fairly aggressive, but they're not playing a ton of hands either. They take it down with a small bet. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We'll have the Rec Poker podcast. We'll have the team back on with another great guest. We are moving the times of the podcast as well. So be tuned in for that, because that change will be coming soon. Be a few hours later, I believe. It'll start at the same time as the home game. That's a good way to remember it for anyone who's out to catch the stream of the podcast. You can line it up perfectly with the home game now. That's kind of nice. Ace 5. I'm just going to fold. I've tightened up here a little bit. I think this player's been opening a decent amount, but our stack is getting a little bit shallower now, so we're going to be a little more cautious. But I am excited for everything that's coming up in not only in Rec Poker, but in the poker world in general. There's so many good series and things going on, and Probably an open if we get folded to, but with this open here, step out of the way. Nothing too crazy to report over in the Voyage. Chugging along here. Suited cards in the big blind could have some potential here. Alright, let's take off. On a magic carpet ride, you don't know, we can find. On a magic carpet ride. We need some more clubs. I mean, one's pretty good, but it's always nice to have other potential backdoors as well. And we don't have too many going on there. I mean, we do have the 9. We do wrap the 9. This is going to be super hard for us to win that pot, I think. Unless we, yeah, like I say, we're going to have to really, really work to win that pot. Suited cards in the big blind, though, is always worth seeing 3. I don't hate a raise here. Good looking start. We'll go small here. Quick fold. Love to see it. Nice to take down a little pot there. Feels like a little while since we've taken down a pot. Just kind of been folding our way through. Just to build a little bit of confidence. Pretty much the same stack at both tables, right around the 45 big blindish mark. There is still a fly in here. I know there is. Keeps landing on me. There's gotta be. There's one more in here. I killed 2 already. I'm doing pretty good. But this last one is eluding me. Mr. Miyagi, that's his name. Mr. Miyagi. That was the character from that I was thinking about from Karate Kid. The old man with the chopsticks. Frickin' things. I think it's just this time of year. Quiet start to this hour. We're almost halfway through already. Haven't really seen too much for hands. We are hanging out. Not quite as deep as what we were in the 1650 as earlier. We're kind of back on our heels a little bit, but we have a couple of shorter stacks we can play for. So let's tune into this table for a little bit and see if we can get anything going here. We cover 3 players. Three players. I'm going to fold this one. With all that being said, I'm not going to play the 10-9 off. Should be fun to see how this table progresses here, though. Really no deep stacks. I mean, we have almost 50 on our right. But nobody's won a bounty yet. And we still cover the player as well. Ace King versus Kings in the 550 Voyage. On King High. Aces. We have one ace, so I was kind of excited to see if Big Blind may be a little steamed up from losing that pot. Doesn't look like he is. He quickly folds. Short stack in the big blind. Nothing we can do there except for fold. Still 32 bigs. Don't want to blow it up too bad. We'll blow it up if we have to, but we don't want to blow it up too bad. I like how they have the high roller and the micro millions as a $22. It makes me smile. 100K guarantee on that though today at 5 after 3. So a couple hours till that, but lots of good looking tournaments out there. That being said, I hear sweeps coin in the States is starting to unravel. So prayers to my friends in the States that they continue to play online poker. Set is the sweeps coin is bringing up quite a lot of debate here lately. So we got to hope for the best. pretty good looking hand over here. First one we've had in a while. An actual real hand. I actually don't mind just doing 2 blinds. Big Z shoves either way. Indeed they do. We'll come in with the rejam. I mean, I could just flat here too, but the stacks are kind of awkward, so if we were deeper, I'd probably flat, but do flop a king. Let's go. Nice little pickup there in the 550. We'll keep chipping away over there. We're not unlike the tortoise and the hare. We're definitely the tortoise right now, but keep chipping away at him. We'll keep on chipping away. Stay loose. How we move tables in the 1650. It was kind of unfortunate because we were at a pretty decent table before, especially with stacks that we covered. This is going to be a call fest from these limpers, I bet. We're going to see 3 callers here. If we do, we're actually getting a pretty good price with our ace-8 suited, but we see the limp shove like a boss. My goodness. The limp shove. I'm essentially flush hunting. I was kind of hoping that they would just call behind. Most times they will, and then we get a really good price just to come in and try and flop our, you know, flush draw or the nut flush draw, potentially top pair. I mean, our top pairs are just not that great, but the flush draws are definitely super valuable when we go multi-way like that. But wowzers, limp shove in the 1650. As we chug away. Become the effective stack now, I am. Which is okay. Certainly don't mind that. If we can get a chance to double. It's kind of funny when you switch you almost switch objectives when you are the you're the effective stack of just getting that double versus trying to win bounties. I'm just gonna make it 2 here. We'll see if we can do just 2 here. Want some below 30 or 35 bigs. It's kind of like the 2 big blinds. 6 to go. No info on this player neither. I haven't played very many hands with them. I will just let it go. And I let her go. Voyage, we pick up a little pot over there. The voyage, as I like to call it. Do. The red looked good at the start, and then the two broadways behind, not as juicy looking, and he bets right out. Easy decision for us. $50 blinds. 50 blinds. We got about 2 minutes on this level. Let's see what damage we can get done in that time. We get some callers. I think I'll check this one. The button call is interesting. Not super concerned about big blind. They just got such a great price that big blind can definitely be in there with a bunch of different hands. The button, however, more of a concern. No queen or nine. Just looking to get to showdown here, I believe. Another chop pot. Everybody loves a chop pot. Big hands, big hands. This is a good hand. Believe it or not, I have a better one in the 1650. 3-betting ace king. Ooh, I'm going to be all in too. Let's go to the 1650. Raised pre-flop, donked into on the flop. Definitely getting looked up here. Kings and fours, oh god. What just happened there? Say what? We were pretty much toast. Pretty much toast. Wow, what a river. Extremely, extremely lucky. Okay, I gotta just remind myself this is a non-bounty tournament, but this one is a bounty tournament. All in here. This is a crazy turn of events. Do not know what these players are gonna do behind. Ace queen for sixes. He rivers a 6. Unsure of the rest of us here. Okay, that's a unfortunate turn of events. Wowzer. We're up and we're down. We're up and we're down. Oh, man. The swings of tournament poker. I was like, I don't know how the rest of this chops up, but hopefully I'm still in the tournament. That's all I was thinking in my head. I was like, I don't know how this chops up, but pray to God that I still have chips at the end. See what takes place with this hand. Ace-10 suited definitely could have been a little more aggressive pre-flop. Now that we're here, I don't mind check calling. Front door flush does come in. I mean, I think we're probably more likely to have the flush. I think it just goes check, check here a ton. I've been proven wrong before. Okay, I think I have to see it. Nice. Okay, we do recover some chips from our ace-queen situation that we had. Up and we're down. We're down. Oh, good lord. All over the board here. I don't know. It's like a roller coaster ride. They get whiplash here eventually. Did end up folding that ace-king versus flopped quads, by the way. Did I mention they flopped quads? And when we folded the ace-king, we're a genius. We're genius. I had to double check it. I had to like double take when I seen that they flopped quads. Pocket fours. We had the ace-king. Pretty incredible stuff. Think we're all in here. I don't really like doing anything else but shoving in this situation. Can we get back? Can we get back in this tournament, or is this the death of us? Gonna die on our sword here. He might fold. Unlikely, but oh, hello. He does fold. Happy to get it in there though. Versus whatever potential holdings they might have. All right, not bad. We managed to survive. We keep surviving these waves. A little bit more exciting near the back of this hour. I think the front half of this hour all we did was fold. Finally managed to find a couple decent poker hands in the mix here. All right, let's get rid of the satellites and see what other tournaments are running. So I can have a peek and see. There's little micro rollers. Little ditty we can play. Early big shot. I was already looking at that early big shot. 2 hours of late reg. What do we start with? 80 blinds. Deep stack. $3. 33 players. So that's actually not a bad little tournament either. I do like the smaller buy-ins. Less than a minute of late reg. Oh, less than a minute ago. We'll raise this one. Curious as to what the short stack does here. Kia. Kia. Actually not the worst flop ever. I think we just have the best hand here. I think we're just value betting. I think there's the occasional ace we run into, but I think we just have the best hand here enough of the time. I don't think this is going to be a 3 streets kind of hand, but if we can get a couple streets of value, depending on how the run out goes. Backdoor club's working as well, but paired board is a little dicey as always for the flush draws. 10 on the turn. Pocket tens was one of the hands I was kind of targeting as a value hand. I just think a check feels most natural. And check calling here. I think there's, oh, there's still some queens that we lose to as well. Not a great river. Unsure of what King X would be in there. That's maybe like King Queen. Alright, chop it up. Knew we weren't going to get 3 streets there, but the 10 on the turn kind of changes it a little bit, I think. Sixes versus aces and kings. Oh my diggity days. Holy, holy, holy. Look at this hand. Ooh. Kings turning quads, getting the double knockout. Unbelievable. The rich get richer, as they say. The rich get richer. Hoo hoo hoo. We need some of those. We need some of those aces and kings. We've had a couple today, actually. Can't complain. Had a couple of big hands in the mix. Couple of big hands in the mix. I think I've screwed up a fair few today as well. Nothing that's really overtly bothersome, but I'm sure we could pick out a few hands that I wish I had back. The sevens I'm really wondering about. I mean, there's just so much money in there with bounties and everything, and there's 2 players behind that could just have whatever. I think that sevens hand was a really... I don't even know if I made any mistakes. It was just an interesting spot. Where I was thinking, like, if these players behind have hands, this is going to really hurt. Because I'm going to bust this tournament. But, if they both fold, it's the dream. Even when I am dominated by nines, pocket nines, which is what the short stack had. At least I don't bust the tournament that way. So yeah, the sevens hand was probably the most interesting one, I think. That and the queen 7 when we were really, really short in the small blind in the 880, that first tournament that we played. So a couple little spots that I've been thinking about in my head. Again, nothing too crazy bothersome anyways, but definitely ones that I'm going to be thinking about this week. Ace 10 suited. Actually, I don't hate a small raise here. $11 in the pot, 26 behind. 30 seats guaranteed. That's a 1650. Oh, 30. $12.5 bigs. We don't turn any additional equity. We still have our overs. Alright, we will take a shot at the main here. We got 12 bigs in this. It's a 30 seat guarantee. And there's 68 players, so it's a pretty good spot. We'll take our shot. See if we can get in. I'm shoving the first hand. Ace Jack. Alright, let's play this one first, actually. We'll go with this one. Short stack in the big blind. It's got some fold equity here versus small blind. Ace. Oh, and a flush draw on the turn as well. No. Oh, man. That's what we get for playing risky. Risky business with the ace-5 suited. My question is this a target satellite? Alright, we're going to just send it now. 12 bigs, ace-9. Hopefully we get called by pocket threes. Let me take it down. I don't see a target stack for this mystery bounty. I don't see a target stack. So I'm assuming the satellite that I'm in, I'm hoping. Because I don't see starting chips, prize pool. Okay, I don't see any. I don't see a target stack, so I'm guessing that it's just a pure satellite. Which is good. Alright, pretty slow start to that hour, but we managed to turn it around. So I'm happy with how we've been doing. The ups and the downs and the ups and the downs. It's been a fun morning. So I appreciate everyone for hanging out. We've got really great viewership today, so I really do mean that when I say it. Yeah, we'll take a little break. See you guys in a minute. to where we were at before. 13 blinds in the voyage. That king on the river really sunk us. We're in the satellite for the main event. Mystery Bounty. Main event, 109. It's a 1650 buy-in. There's 30 seats. So I feel as we have a pretty good chance of actually playing this today. Especially where it's not a milestone. I'm actually getting a bit of a discount here. See a 2. No 2s in sight. No 2s in sight. Unfortunately. They're all in though. King Queen versus Jacks. We're all in. We don't have Jacks, but we've got close. As close as you can get to Jacks. I forget how to do the target stack calculation, but there is a target stack that you can reach theoretically. Oh man, I love this hand. I love 10-9 suited. It plays just so well. I'm going to fold. Still pretty strong. Shoving into 2 and a raise and a call. Got to put a little more weight into it. Ace, king, 9s. Super dominated. Super dominated. Did have an over versus the 9s though. Super dominated. 20 big blinds in the 1650. Ace 4 suited. Can't fold. We can't. I don't think I can fold for a $15 bounty either. We're going to have to run it. We need an ace or a 4. It'd be lovely. That'll pretty much be GG's. Man, he had a frickin' monster, of course. God. So brutal. So brutal. Oh, man. Can't even give me a hand. Can't even give me a hand after the pain. Got a call there, though. Like, if we're not calling there, like, my goodness, that's basically our buy-in if we win that pot. So, we can never, ever fold there. Not the ace-4 suited, anyways. I think if we... I don't know. If we open there, I'm usually prepared enough with my open that I'm calling it off for the bounty. There's going to be very few hands that I fold, I think, once we open and get shoved on. Just unfortunate that we run into a better, like the sickest hand. Well, the second sickest hand, I guess. Aces would have felt way worse. At least I was like, yes, we can hit our ace or some clubs. We weren't in too bad a shape. Too bad a shape. Even post flop, we still were at like the 25-30% mark. Oh, here we go. Be all in here. Some suited cards under the gun. We're not going to leave it to fate. We're going to do it ourselves. Do it ourselves. G to the G's. Let's cut over to the satellite that I'm playing currently. Oh, we're out of late reg in the voyage. Okay. We are out of late reg in the voyage, so I'm keeping that in mind. I almost... There's 39 paid, so I mean, we do have a ways to go. Do have a little ways to go. We're shoving this one. Use up some time bank. Try and use a little up during these satellites. I don't like using all my time bank, but use a little bit of it. Dang, can't believe that big bounty. He had kings in the big blind. That was so sick. Unfortunately for us. Ooh. Come on now. You know you can do it. Okay. I guess not. They both call. All right. It is now officially go time. We are out of late reg in both tournaments. And this will be it. We're going to try and make this money. 1650. Saddy. 109. We're going to need a hand now to shove. Ten bigs in the just hasn't gone our way lately, man. Ay ay ay. Need a little momentum to carry through. I'm sure we'll be able to dial it in, pick out some mistakes and whatnot from some of the hands that I played for sure, but always nice to have a little bit of luck go your way as well. 2x pot. Just going for the shove. Let's cut back over to the satellite. 78, 30. Make the money. Start your prayers so we can win this pot. And we want to see like an ace-8, ace-6 suited kind of a situation here. It would be great. Would be lovely to see something like that. Ace-Jack, perfect. Drawing dead on the turn. Going to keep us pushed in the right direction here. With 75 left, 45 to go to this money. Don't really want to tank too long. It does hurt us, especially considering the blinds. 2 minutes on this level. So I just don't know how long I realistically want to tank. Because it eventually will hurt me. I mean, when we're on the button, so be it. So if you remember last week, we played the, we were playing the satellite. Almost got the ticket. Almost got the ticket. So close. For the, do I really want to shove this one? Go for it. We'll keep going for it. See if we can get somebody else to make a bad call. But yeah, if you remember last week, got super frustrated with the with this target stack version of the satellites over on GG. Ace. One more diamond. Fuck. Alright, well, we are not going to play any 109 today. Unfortunately. We'll be all in. I was like, do I need to shove this in? I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Unfortunately, does not work out versus the 2 queens. We run into a big hand once again. Once again, running into a big hand. G is there. Let's cut over to table 2. The voyage. The voyage. I'm not feeling great about today. Things started out so good, and then just took the wrong turn somewheres. Ugh. $62 left in this one. Less than 10 bigs. I don't think I really want to shove this one. We can just wait. Patiently, we'll wait our turn patiently to bust. Yeah, stinky poo with the ace-jack versus the queens there. I was just folded pre-flop too with the ace-jack. I was like, I don't know if I really need to play this. The satellites can be rough. We've been putting them in the mix just to see on Sundays if we can play something big. The guarantees are always a little bit bigger, and the field size is going to be a lot larger as well, but always fun, though, to try and battle in some of these large fields. I mean, somebody's got to win the darn thing, right? Somebody's got to win it. Unfortunately for us, the prospects, man, that's 3 sets of quads that we've seen today. We've seen quad 4s, quad 8s, and now quad aces. And quad kings. I forgot about the quad kings versus the pocket aces earlier. That was crazy as well. Quite a few quads today. But good experience today over on 888. Cannot complain about the playing experience. I do find the lobby is a little bit clumsy. They could probably clean up the lobby a little bit, and it would make it a little easier to navigate. But other than that, 888's a pretty darn good poker site. For what they do for the streaming community, I think they're one of the best as far as taking care of their streamers and selecting their streamers really well, I think, personally. And they've really improved that over the last few years as well. Really incentivized and kind of been focused on building their stream team and getting the streamers also involved in like playing the live events and stuff like that. It's been top tier for sure. Also like the Tuckman and the rides with Tuckman or whatever. I think that's sponsored by 888 as well. Kind of a cool little thing that I enjoy watching the different players sit in with Tuckman and drive around, talk about poker. The little advertisements are kind of neat. Man, oh man. Just wish we could find a decent run one of these weekends. We got torched on WPT, GG, and Min cashed 1 tournament today. I think we played 6, 7 tournaments today. Yeah, 6, I think. 7. I think we played 7 tournaments. So certainly not the most outstanding results. We are rapidly approaching 5 big blinds. Just over. See quite a few now going live over on the Twitches. Mr. John Party. Got all those red cards. Got all them red ones. We're out of the blinds now, which is good news, as long as we don't switch tables. Sometimes they'll pull that nasty little trick on us. We just sneak out of the blinds with a short stack, and then we move tables, but fingers crossed here that we don't. Should have ample time now to hopefully double, potentially triple or quadruple up. Would be nice. But let's start with the double first. Let's work on that. Let's start with the double. Winning the blinds and antes, though, does get more and more helpful, but the fold equity goes down and down as we get shorter. I think suited all day of the week we're all in here. Probably should be all in anyways. We have 3 more tries at it. And then we're going to pay. I don't think it'll be enough to carry us to the money. We are going to have to shove within the next 3 hands. Get our short stack hats on. Blink, blink, blink. Deep in the tank. Does lay it down. Alright, here we go. Here's one of our 3. Ace, king, queen, suited. Hello. Let's go. It's like, see that first card. I think I'm starting to get a couple of favorite hands. This is one of the ones that's included in there. King 10 obviously reigns supreme, but behind that is Ace 6 suited and King Queen suited. Specifically suited with those two. King 10 can be any old King 10. Any old King 10 is good for this guy. Alright, we will be all in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 10 of spades? Wow. I was thinking 10. I was like, 10 of spades? Please? Alright, well, we kind of got bailed out there a little bit. We actually picked up some chips, funny enough. I don't think it really benefits our fold equity too much more, but it is nice. So we got one more shot at it, but chopping that pot actually gives us a little more grace as we go through the blinds here. We have 4 minutes on this level, so we don't have to worry about blinds going up. And we're 39 paid. I mean, we're reasonably close now. I mean, we're like 10 from the money-ish. 10, 12 from the money. This is so tempting to shove this one, though. Actually, I am. I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. Jack 8 suited. Seems like to me we can make this work. Well, I just don't want to go through the blinds and then have to fold my way through the blinds again. That is not a good situation, though. We need some more of those red cards that we seen earlier, chat. That's what we need. He's in the tank here. He's never folding for... Is this a slow roll of the... This must be a slow roll. Don't fold your aces. What's going on here? Oh, really? Okay. GG's. GG's. 51 out of 216. Man, oh man, let me tell you. It has been a rough friggin' couple weeks on the stream. I've been doing okay off stream, but man, oh man, oh man, I'd love to just prove to you guys that I can actually cash tournaments, because I never can cash on a Sunday, seems like. Alright, well, I appreciate everyone for being here. This was a great Sunday stream, besides the results, obviously. Yeah, just another fun Sunday afternoon. We'll be back next week. Not sure what we're going to play. Let me reach into my magical little book here, because I believe we are going to play over on ACR. That makes sense, actually. So yeah, we'll be over on ACR the 24th. That's next weekend. Then we'll probably be back to WPT. We want to showcase some of their free rolls. And then W Coop will start. Caught myself there. I almost said Scoop, but W Coop will start 1st of September. Looking forward to that. I'll keep ranting about it. But yeah, another fun weekend. Good luck on the felt. Better luck than me. And I'll catch you guys next week, and hopefully we can end this off